you need to replace or supplement your income? In this video, I will show you how you can start a profitable digital marketing business without quitting your 9 to 5. You want to stick around to the end because I have a hack for you that will help you to get started without overwhelm. My name is Catherine Allen, and I help women who are burnt out and overwhelmed start online businesses without quitting your job. And the thing about it, digital marketing is the vehicle that will allow you to do that. If you're not familiar with digital marketing, let me tell you, digital marketing leverage the internet and digital technologies to reach your customer. Unlike traditional businesses where you reach your customer by TV, print, magazines, everything external to the internet, but digital marketing is just the opposite. And per Forbes, in 2024, it stated that digital marketing was one of the most in-demand skills. And here we are in 2025, and it's even going to soar even more. Another beautiful thing about digital marketing that works really well for women, and particularly women in corporate, is that you can bring a lot of the skills that you already have into digital marketing. And for every woman, it is a very low cost to entry to really get into digital marketing. Now, how can digital marketing help you to replace or supplement your income? You can start small and scale in its unlimited income potential. Unlike a job where you have a cap on your salary, you have a cap on your bonuses, and you have a cap on maybe the number of hours you can work. There is no cap when you have your own digital marketing business. Another beautiful thing about digital marketing is that you can apply that skill into multiple business models. For example, you could become a coach, you could become a consultant with your corporate skills, and you could also become a course creator. What gift or knowledge do you have inside of you that others would want to learn? You can package that information up into a course, and you can market that course to everyone across the globe. And you could also become a service provider. As a service provider, you would actually provide your skills, perhaps that you have in corporate HR, IT, accounting, finance, project management, and other skills as well. But all of those skills, you can provide them to individual small business owners and entrepreneurs who don't have that skill in-house, and you can provide that skill to them. And as I mentioned, you could become a coach. Most coaches now coach through Zoom. So you have the ability to reach your clients just through Zoom. And the same is true for being a consultant. You can always communicate with your clients through the internet, and it is very much accepted and very much a part of how businesses operate today by doing having communications and trainings through Zoom. So because of the internet, this is how you leverage all of digital marketing into those multiple business models. And you may say, well, I have no skills, I have no experience. You can learn the skill of digital marketing. You can actually learn this skill, and because digital marketing have so many facets within it, different aspects of it, you could incorporate into a particular segment to help other businesses. And the skill is one that can be learned even through a course. I actually was first introduced to digital marketing for the first time to really understand it through a course that really taught me what I needed to know to really get into digital marketing. And if you like to learn about that course, there is a link in the description so you too can learn about that course, so that you could see how easy it is to get that skill and then incorporate it into your digital marketing business. At this point, you may be thinking, well, how do I pick a niche for the market that I want to serve? You want to pick a niche based on what is the expertise that you have, or what is the life transformation that you have that others could benefit from. But it's very important that you actually research the market of the niche that you're thinking about, because you want to make sure that there is a large enough audience, but more importantly, that there is a big problem that you can solve for this large audience, because you need to solve a big problem with a large audience, and you need that audience to have the ability to pay. You might start by asking yourself, what am I good at? What life transformation that I've had that others are struggling with, that I can help them overcome it? And that is how individuals who do very well in digital marketing, is that they're in a niche that they can solve this big problem. So you want to do your research. If you have one in mind, you want to do your research to make sure that you can meet all three of those elements. Sometimes individuals may have a hobby. It's something that's very special and unique to them. For example, someone may like collecting shells on the seashore. Well, I'm not aware of a big audience for that. It's more like a hobby. So just be careful when you're looking at your niche, that you have done your research to make sure that you're solving a big problem, there's a large enough audience, and that audience have the ability to pay. So it's very important that your niche is not one of a hobby, but it actually solves a big problem, and that you can narrow it down, that you get very clear on who your ideal person is and who is your avatar. Now, one thing I will say to kind of steer you in the right direction, here are the three largest markets that have big problems. There's a large audience, and there's enough people in those audiences to pay. That is health, wealth, and relationships. Those three areas, there are big problems, and individuals are willing to pay. And in these three areas, there are digital marketers who have grown their businesses 6, 7, even 8 figures. That's how in demand those three areas are for solutions. So just keep that in mind. Now, I mentioned sticking around for a hack that can help you. And I know for many of you, you may be saying, I don't have time to start a business. I would like to start a business, but I have my job, I have my family. I will say, first of all, think about how much do you want a change. And one thing I do want to add is that for something to change in your life, something has to change. So when you think about getting some time back, how much time do you spend in the evening watching TV, or strolling the internet, or just doing other things? The hack that I want to share with you is commit to having 3 30-minute blocks of time to work on your business. If you decide that you want to go ahead and start this business, start with just committing to 3 30-minute sessions to work on your business. And if you are someone to say, well, I'd rather just devote time one time in a week, then start with a power hour once a week. And to help you with this, it's very important that you tap into your why. Why do you need to do this? Are you unhappy with your job? Are you feeling like you're not being respected and compensated for the value that you bring? Are you tired of having to deal with the game of corporate, or to navigate all the politics in your office, or the microaggressions? Or you could be someone that you're tired of not being paid for what you're worth. You want something more in life. Or you just simply may just want to supplement your income. And with all the talk about layoffs today, it makes a lot of sense to have a supplemental income. And if you're one that want to pivot at some point, this business can lead you there. So I wanted to share that with you, and to just add more thought to your why, check out this video on the truth about corporate layoffs.